Hello, everyone. BGkumbi here. Today we have Rusty Cage, one of my personal heroes, who I just learned about yesterday, a couple days ago. He stole my website, actually, bgkumbi.com. You definitely do not want to Google that right now. It may still be in his possession at the time you're viewing this interview. But yeah, and apparently he makes YouTube videos, and he has way more subscribers than me. Yeah, so throughout this video, you're just gonna see me basically pander and grovel to someone that's a lot more famous than me. But just know that I'm only faking it, okay? This is just what you do in this industry. Yeah, you have to suck up to people who are bigger than you, and until you surpass them, of course. At that point, you just stop talking to them and cut off all contact whatsoever. Yeah, never return the favor. Anyway, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, Rusty?
My name is Rusty Cage. I make YouTube videos. I have 1.5 million subscribers. I've been doing this about 10 years now. A musician, make a comic book. Tied to a chair.
uh, Man, this guy is so classic. Yeah, so that was so funny and interesting. And yeah, if you want to give me a shout out later, yeah, just whatever. Maybe we can hook up on LinkedIn, you know?
Can I get some water?
No, I'm not done, actually. We can set up a coffee day sometime. And now to my audience, I just want to remind you all that I'm just pretending to be interested and engaged right now. You see, I learned all of this from reading How to Make Friends and Influence People, and I'm involved in many self-help cults at the moment, and all of this is just a part of the treatment, you know, including narrating all of my anti-social thoughts out loud. So, anyway, next question here. So I heard that you were actually listed in a school shooting report. What was that all about?
So there's a kid named Nick Cruz who shot up a bunch of kids in South Florida. I think he killed like 17 of them or something like that in a school shooting. And on the official police report, they looked at his internet search history, and it turns out that he'd watched a bunch of hentai and Rusty Cage videos earlier that day, before he went and shot up all those kids. So then they put me in the report.
Interesting.
So
So yeah.
water? Sorry, can I get some water?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually edit all that out for time. Note to the audience. So short version, he basically shot up a school or something. I don't really know. Yeah. So next question here. What is your favorite gay sex act? / what gay sex act is your go-to maneuver when you're making sweet monkey jungle love to another man?
It kind of what the Bible says about a man loving another man is kind of where I side on all that. I guess you could probably find the act in Michael 3:17.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna edit out that response too.
Okay.
Note to audience. He said he likes to dock foreskins with other gamers. I don't know what that means really, but that was his response. Now, let's see what other questions I have written down here. So it says you're also a, mag- a musician. No, a magician. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't read my handwriting here. Tell us about that.
Well, being a magician is all about the act of the illusion. It's about misdirection, sleight of hand,
Yeah.
creating the appearance that one thing is happening as it is, but
Of course.
changing people's minds and diverting their attention to create what seems to be fantastical and supernatural. And being a musician is just it's like making songs.
So you're a musician?
Did you ask me what I am or like what those things are about?
So you're are you a magician or a musician?
Well, I like to say that all the magic does take place in the studio, so it's a little bit of both.
Okay, so he's a musician. All right. Well, that's not good. That's all I have to say about that. Look, none of these other questions that I got make any sense. Yeah. Well, okay. When you have the rabbit in the hat, okay, never mind. Let's just skip these. I'm reading. Okay, here's a good one. When you saw a girl in half, how do you keep her from screaming? That's not actually a magician-related question. I just got a serial killer vibe from you when I was doing all my pre-interview research and watching a few of your videos.
Well, the art of magic is all about illusion. And
Yeah, you said that.
Okay, well, you get a wet rag and you have to force it past their teeth, so it's hard for them to push it out with their tongue because your fist is stronger than their tongue.
Okay.
And then you get duct tape and probably about 3-4 times around their entire head, and really you can't hear a thing.
All right. 3-part question, okay? Are you circumcised? What is your length and girth? When was the last time you whacked it? And what did you search up on the Rule 34 homepage to finish the deed?
Well, as a Hebrew, I am circumcised. Was it length and girth?
That was actually a joke question. Yeah.
Okay.
I was about to tell you that I was joking, but then you actually started answering it. So,
My Little Pony.
yeah, wow. Yeah, I didn't actually expect you to respond to that.
Oh.
Yeah. You're going to look so stupid and crazy when I post this to the internet. That's your problem, though, not
Can I get
mine.
some water?
No.
Okay.
So, yeah, anyway, let's see here. Next question. So, you're more famous on YouTube than me.
Yes.
Why is it? Is it because I suck overall? Is it because I'm not funny? Or is it because I'm too ugly to be an e-celeb?
Well, I believe actually
You can go ahead and hit me real hard with the truth here, you know. I'm ready to be taken to task.
How long have you been on YouTube now?
8 years since 2012.
Okay. So yeah, you should probably have a lot more subscribers than you do. I think one of the main problems with your channel is you tend to like make these videos with a very dry sense of humor that could be funny in small bits, but a concept kind of gets stale after about 2 minutes, and you tend to drag them on for about 20 minutes. And while they are, like, don't get me wrong, it is funny, it just gets old after a while, and then it's kind of like you just zone out in your head, and you're like, oh shit, I'm still watching that BG Kumbi video that, sorry, my throat's just really dry. I'm still watching that BG Kumbi video that I probably should have turned off a while back. And then essentially every video seems to be around the same thing. Like, it's just shirts off videos. You're just filming yourself with your shirt off. And
Yeah.
no, I get it. It's a funny gag, but like how many times can you do that? And then realistically, is that going to get 1.5 million people interested, or just a small niche subculture of closeted homosexual?
Okay. All right.
Well,
You.
you asked me. I really hit you with
Look,
this. So.
That's enough. Well, you just broke my spirits, so thanks for that, I guess. I was fishing for a compliment there, but you kind of went the other way with it. Learn to read the room, buddy. That's all I got to say. Yeah, next question here. Follow up to the last question. So, why are you more famous than me on the internet when you suck more than me, when you're not as funny as me, and when you're uglier than me? Answer in 5 words or less. Go.
I know how to close.
Ding, ding. Time's up. I said 5 words or less. All right. Learn to read the room. Next question. Lightning round. All right. Fast answers. Go, go, go. Michael Jackson. Why did he do it?
Pedophile.
Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. All right. Pee Wee Herman. He whacked it off in a movie theater during Nemo.
What
all
a
right?
man does
Disavow. No. Shh. Disavow him in 10 seconds or less, or you're canceled.
What a man does in the privacy of his movie theater is his own business.
Okay. Shane Dawson gave his cat a man yogurt facial. Condemn him in the form of a slam poem or lose a limb. Go. Go. Now. Slam poetry.
Come on, a cat. Go back, Jack.
All right. Thank you. So, when you watched Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, all right? This is a long one, okay? So you're going to have to think about this one quite a bit. Let me see the whole thing here. Did you find yourself sexually attracted to Moaning Myrtle, all the while knowing that her character was supposed to be a 12-year-old girl, despite the fact that the actor portraying her was actually a 30-year-old woman? Because there's no way that you could have known that upon initial viewing and before you looked up her actual age on Wikipedia, while operating under the assumption that she was indeed 12 years old, did you get aroused? And while technically that wouldn't make you a pedophile, while, since the woman you were having illicit thoughts about was well above the age of consent, but it's still a philosophical gray area and something no one ever really talks about in the Harry Potter fandom yet. Anyone with 2 eyes and a brain has to admit that her behavior in the bath scene in The Goblet of Fire was overtly sexual. And while there's no shame in admitting to having pitched 3/4 of a tent during that scene, it still would have been inappropriate to whip it out and whack it in the theater like Pee Wee Herman. I think you would agree, right? Now answer the question in the form of an interpretive dance. Go.
Well, when you die, you don't stop aging. So while in life, you can die as 12, but in death, you can live well into your hundreds.
Did you smoke marijuana?
No, I don't smoke.
Did you ever smoke marijuana? Answer me, boy.
I have once when I was younger. I'm sorry.
10 seconds or less. Go.
Yes.
Answer the question. Go.
Yes, I've smoked marijuana once.
And that concludes the lightning round. Thank you.
Can I get some water?
No. All right. We're about out of time for this interview. This has been BG Kumbi and Rusty Trombone? No. What was your name again?
Rusty Cage.
Right, Rusty Cage. So anything at all you'd like to say, Rusty? Any parting words? A thank you for putting you on my channel, maybe?
I would like to give a big thank you to BG Kumbi for allowing me to do this interview on his channel and giving me an opportunity and a platform to further my career. And I say to the American president, Donald Trump.
Is there anything else you'd like to plug before we go?
I have a comic.
I'm just going to cut you off right there. I meant on the
Well-
last question. What would you like to plug before we go?
I mean, all right, so I have a comic book, Requiem of the Crazies, that you can find at requiemofthecrazies.com.
What was that website again?
requiemofthecrazies.com.
Okay.
And you can find my comic book about homeless people, which, I'm on my second issue, so I have 2 out so far, and I think a lot of people have been liking it so far, so you can also check out my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Rusty Cage, and I'm also on Instagram at instagram.com/Rusty
Yeah, that's
Cage
enough of that.
666.
So, speaking of comic books, right? You actually sent me part 2 of Requiem of the Crazies. WTF, man. First of all, 1 comes before 2, right? So if you're going to send me part 2, you should send me part 1, right? But anyway, you're going to sign this because you didn't even sign it when you sent it to me. So here you go. I got a Sharpie for you. I'll take the cap off. There you go.
Okay.
Just like, I think like maybe on the cauldron or the barrel. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's decent. Thank you.
Now you let that dry. It's going to take a few seconds.
All right. So yeah, Requiem of the Crazies. Woohoo. Man, what a
Do you want me to send you the first one?
shh. Man, what an idiot. I can't believe that guy has 1 million subs, right? Like, are you serious? I mean, that interview was worse than pulling teeth, honestly, I think that I would rather be Boogie 1488's dentist right now than do another interview with this guy. But yeah, am I right, folks? I know I was just pretending to be nice in that interview and all, but screw that guy, really. I mean, don't subscribe to him, all right? In fact, just go to his channel and leave a hate comment right now, okay? I'm speaking directly to the audience. Do it. Your leader commands you, all right? All these big-name YouTubers, in my opinion, they're just a bunch of screwballs, okay? This is why I do these interviews, to expose them and make them look stupid and to make myself look cool, and funny. 10 years from now, Rusty Trombone's going to be working at the Costco, bagging my groceries, all right? And I'm going to be a world-famous movie star, And I'm just going to go to whatever stupid retail store he's working at. And, yeah. I just can't wait for the day that he has to bag my groceries. That's going to be so sweet. Yeah. Everybody from high school was wrong about me. I'm famous now, I am an internet celebrity, an incel. Because I have the physique. I have the charm and grace to be a leading man. Not just in YouTube videos, but in mainstream Hollywood films too. So yeah, any day now I'm gonna get my big break. You'll see. Yeah. Anyway, for now, this has been BG Kumbi interviewing another simp. Signing off for now. I want want y'all to keep it classy out there, and just remember that I'm going to be a famous star one of these days. Goodbye.
Cutting.
Oh, you should just